Dwyane Wade had this to say about how he and LeBron coexist at the same time. He says, quote, "Sometimes it's frustrating because I know I've got more. I've totally changed my game. I've tried to do it for what I feel is best for the team. Was it best for me individually? Maybe not. If I was selfish, then this team never would have been assembled. Myself and LeBron are both alphas, and we've learned to share." Look at that. They're talking about the alphabet, alpha males. My two gentlemen know something about being alpha males. What do you make of this, Stephen A?
That was a little subtle.
No, you guys are
like
alpha
it.
males,
Yeah,
not a
it's true.
subtle anything.
I like it.
What do you make of it?
I could say nothing, but I don't mean it that way. LeBron James is a two-time world champion, a four-time league MVP, the greatest player in the game in the world today as far as I'm concerned. Dwyane Wade is a champion of the highest order. When healthy, he's an assassin, and he can get it done. And he deserves just as much credit as LeBron, if not more so, because he's the one that brought everybody together.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the one that Pat Riley had the faith in. He's the one LeBron had the faith in. He's the one Chris Bosh had the faith in. The common denominator, the dude that connects all of those tentacles as one,
Yep.
is Dwyane Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, Dwyane Wade, it's one thing for us to sit here and say that LeBron James is the best player in the world. But sometimes we tend to shove aside Dwyane Wade as if there's been a dissipation or disintegration of skills.
Yep.
Dwyane Wade hasn't lost his skills. He hasn't lost his heart. He hasn't lost his fight. He hasn't lost all of that. He's simply been injured. Because let me tell you something right now. I can bring up Indiana. I can bring up San Antonio. I can bring up the Clippers. I can bring up Chicago. I can bring up Brooklyn. I can bring up everybody. If Dwyane Wade ever, and I'm not saying this could happen because I don't know if it can happen at this stage and point in his life and his career, but if Dwyane Wade ever gets to 100% with this LeBron James, it's a wrap. It's nothing to talk about. It's over. Miami, June, here we come again. It is nothing to discuss. So on that level, I don't mind Dwyane Wade talking about it's hard, I'm an alpha male, etc., because it's not just your skill that lends itself towards you being a champion. It's your heart, it's your gut, it's your will to win, it's your sacrifice, it's everything. And on every single level, he has proven he is an elite player. I believe Kevin Durant will be that way one day, Skip. But clearly there's been an argument as to whether or not he's been there or should have been there by now. But we don't have those questions about Dwyane Wade. We only have a question about his health, and that is his way of reminding us that's the only question that should exist about me, is my health, nothing else.
I still believe that Dwyane Wade has never gotten and will never get enough credit for the sacrifice he made to bring LeBron James to Miami. Dwyane already had his one ring, and he wanted more. And it took him swallowing a huge amount of pride to say, yep, let's go get LeBron and let's get Chris Bosh and let's do this thing. And I believe that LeBron forever will owe his legacy to Dwyane Wade, because Dwyane taught LeBron the way, how to act, how to lead, how to handle himself in pressure situations. That came from Dwyane Wade. And in the biggest picture, LeBron had an emotional backstop he'd never had before. A man who was a little older, not a whole lot older, but who helped LeBron grow up. And I admire Dwyane so much for that. And now, I think last year, because he was basically playing on one leg, as you know, I think Dwyane has tired a little bit of the quote-unquote backseat role to LeBron. And I'm with you on this. I think Dwyane is possessed to come back to being Dwyane Wade next year. And you're right. Now, there may be a little bit of more ego clashing, a little bit, is it your shot or my shot? But in the big picture, is a wrap.
You know,
you're right.
I will say this, and there's a couple of important points to make. LeBron James is an incredibly respectful dude.
Yep.
He's not the kind of guy that says, it's my show.
No.
Bump Dwyane Wade. That's not how LeBron rolls. He loves that man. and he should. Because in things that I will never, ever, ever repeat, LeBron James was helped along by Dwyane Wade in ways you couldn't imagine, on and off the court. This man is his brother, and he should be. Dwyane Wade is a big brother, and he should be, because of the kind of man that he is. Now, having said all of that, Dwyane Wade wants to come back with a vengeance. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, let's be clear. It's not all Dwyane Wade. It's LeBron, too. And by that, I mean this. Dwyane Wade, when he got LeBron, yeah, he wanted more rings. But he also knew what his body could potentially not be able to take any longer. So here you are, you got $105 million to $107 million, okay? So you still got your money. And you got a dude that's going to help you win rings. So it's not all the credit that belongs to Dwyane Wade. LeBron did him a big favor, too, by coming, okay? Because he came, they won, and he helped elevate. Because you can sit there and say what you want, but in the end, when the epitaph is written, Dwyane Wade, at this present moment, is a three-time world champion.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yep.
3. LeBron has something to do with that.
Speaking of champions.
And vice versa.
And legacies and the greatest, look who's joining us right